Hello, my name is Andrea Tribbett, and I am coming to you on behalf of my History and Systems of Psychology class under Professor Huff. This week's presentation is Humanistic Psychology. This week's objective is to identify the methods and the principles and the applications of humanistic psychology and to communicate its main applications. There are several contributors to the development of humanistic psychology. Our text mentions Carl Rogers and his focus on the advancement of the person-centered approach, which applies humanistic principles to the therapy and conflict resolution component of humanistic psychology. Our text also mentions Abraham Maslow's introduction of the hierarchy of needs, which has 5 pillars and 5 levels. These 5 levels are physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and the top pillar that not too many people arrive to is self-actualization. A quote from our book states, "The main subject of psychology is the human being, our experiences, creativity, and our values." Another form of text, Cervantes and Robley state that humanistic psychology can be viewed as a mirror of society. Its aim is to connect us by our commonalities rather than separate us. It focuses on what we think. McLeod states, humanistic psychology is the perspective that emphasizes looking at the whole person and the uniqueness of each individual, beginning with the existential assumptions that people have free will and are motivated to achieve their potential and self-actualization. Humanistic psychology believes that all people are inherently good and they lack concrete rigor, but it lacks concrete rigor in processing that cognitive investigation produces. There are some weaknesses to humanistic psychology. Our book and other text states that the generalization that occurs within humanistic psychology and the approach, it lacks concrete foundational support to individuals with more severe concerns or problems. Other weaknesses say that humanistic psychology is short of empirical evidence. Both humanistic and cognitive psychology utilize experience as the foundation, but cognitive psychology uses the data for the experimentation and scientific observation, which makes psychology a science. Cognitive psychology also is evidence-based, focusing on how we think, collecting data and using controlled scientific method for investigating, and the study of the mind. Last quote by Schmidt. So humanistic psychology is how we connect, and it's the generalization of human needs. And this is my presentation.